Welcome to a latest video. In this video, I'm going to tell you a few things about Google Search Console. It's a mini tutorial since I have been asked by a few people lately while I was giving a course in cooperation with the Chamber of Commerce in the Philippines. Yeah, maybe some of you have heard already about Google Search Console, but maybe you thought it's a little bit too technical. I'm just gonna tell you quickly about how to verify your website. I would recommend after you have created an account in Search Console on search.google.com that you would go and choose the URL prefix, because the domain verification is a little bit more complicated. So in this case, you would type in your domain, usually these days with HTTPS. And then in this instance, I'm just adding a website that we have just started to build. And then when the website is not yet verified, Google Search Console will ask you to verify the ownership. And there are usually, let's say, three easier ways. Number one would be to use the HTML tag. So in this case, you would just copy this code over and include it in your header. The other option, second option, probably even a better one in case you have already installed Google Analytics. You would just click here on verify after you have installed Google Analytics. Or the third option that we also very often use is to go via Google Tag Manager. And lastly, of course, you can also do it through the DNS records with your hoster. But in most cases, I would say that we do it through Google Analytics, because we have in most cases installed Google Analytics and can just verify the ownership on click. So in this case, I'm just gonna show you a few insights using our own website, Kappa Marketing. So the first view is usually the overview page, which gives you a little bit of information about performance. Indexing, that means how many pages are in Google, how many of your pages, how many website pages are indexed in Google, and thus also people can find your pages, right? If you have no pages in Google, no index pages, then people cannot type in keywords and find you. So this is certainly something important. I will hop over and click on search results under performance here. So this would be one of the most important views, I believe, because then you can see how many clicks you got in a certain time frame and how many impressions were you able to receive, or your website. And then you can also click on CTR and position, which gives you an idea about the click-through rates and the average position of a keyword. So this is probably one of the most important things that you can do. Just get an idea of which keywords are being listed, or let's say which keywords are basically leading to your website. Or let's go to this example. Kappa Marketing, our website, is ranking somehow for SEO Agency Philippines in average on rank 40 or 41, and we have received 3,875 impressions in the past 3 months and received one click only. So this is basically what it says. And your impressions and clicks will be different, of course, but what I want to say is just have a look into this and get an idea of the search phrases that potentially lead to your website or are actually generating already some clicks. Maybe on a second note, make sure that, of course, the position is high. You can see that we have only basically one keyword, which is on rank number 1 as of now. There's one in the top 10, but I hope that we will optimize the rankings in near future to be able to receive more traffic. So we have been neglecting this a little bit in the past years, just because we were not really optimizing it and we were very busy, but we will probably use this more in future and also keep you posted regarding the performance. So the next thing I wanted to mention would be number 3 is submit a sitemap here. When you click on sitemaps, make sure that you have an XML sitemap, which will be submitted here, and then Google will be able to read your website much more easily, and then thus be able to index your most important pages. The next thing I would say that you should look into are probably the backlinks, so you can get an idea of which websites are linking to you. I think Google is pretty fast in recognizing that external website is linking to you. So ideally, you get more and more external links that are linking to you from high quality websites. So there's also a there's a difference between top linking websites and pages. So obviously, when you have more linking pages from the same website, it will be a different number than the site itself. Yeah. So for example, you can have several pages coming linking to you from, in this case, covertravel.com, but it would be only one site in this instance. And finally, under settings, I would highly recommend that you click on associations and connect Google Analytics with Google Search Console if you are using analytics as well. But this way you can also find some of the information that Google Search Console is generating in your Google Analytics account, and you don't have to switch, for example, when it comes to the search terms, the keywords that lead to your website. So they will be displayed also in Google Analytics if you're connecting it here. So yeah, I hope this very, very short overview gives you a first idea about Google Search Console and maybe how it can help your SEO. I hope this was useful. If yes, please subscribe to our channel, and I'm looking forward to welcome you in our next video. Thank you and talk soon.